we are going to verify an identity, trigonometric identity. In this case, it's problem number 45 of the Blitzer textbook. The problem that I have is secant of x minus tangent of x squared equals to 1 minus sine of x over 1 plus sine of x. When they ask me to verify trigonometric identities, they are asking me to do is to develop the left side and make it to the right side equal, or start from the right side and getting all the way to the left side. Sometimes choosing a side is important, and do not change your side. So for example, for these problems, I'm going to choose the left side and I'm going to stay with the left side. I'm going to forget about the right side because this is where I want to go. My final answer, it needs to be this situation here. So for example, in this case, if I decided to start from the left side, it has to lead me all the way to the right side. Or if you choose the right side, your final answer needs to be the left side. So for this problem, I'm going to choose the left side to develop. And in this case, I need to use all the knowledge that I have from algebra, all my trigonometric knowledge, identities, factorization methods that I have so far. So talking about factorization, I'm going to, for example, thinking of, if I look at this problem here in the left side, I'm thinking of a minus b squared. What is this one for? Okay, this is a formula that you can see in every single textbook. You can have like a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Okay, that's the solution. If you are someone that learns that a minus b squared, you split it into two factors. For example, a minus b and a minus b is equals to the same, a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Okay, it leads to the same solution. Sometimes your teacher tells you split this binomial into equal binomials and then apply the distributive property or FOIL it, and you get to the same solution. So I'm going to use this property to develop this difference of square. I'm going to call that one this binomial to the second power. So for example, in this case, I have secant of x minus tangent of x squared, and this one is going to be equals to, following this property, we're going to have secant squared of x minus 2 secant of x tangent of x plus tangent square of x. Okay, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to convert these ones to sine and cosine. Remember that tangent of x is equals to sine of x over cosine of x, and secant of x is equals to, in this case, 1 over cosine of x. If this secant squared I wanted to convert to cosine, it has to be to cosine squared because it's the same. So 1 over cosine square of x minus 1 over, I'm going to delete this one, cosine of x times sine of x over cosine of x plus tangent square is sine square over cosine square of x. Now let me simplify a little bit. Okay, let me simplify a little bit. So I have 1 over cosine square of x minus 1 times sine is sine 2, right? Don't forget the 2. So I have 2 sine of x over this cosine is cosine times cosine of x is cosine square of x plus sine square of x over cosine square of x. Now let's put all this one together. So I have the denominator is the same, so I'm going to have cosine square of x, and I'm going to have 1 minus 2 sine of x plus sine square of x. Now let's look at this situation here. 1 minus 2 sine x plus sine square of x. It leads me towards this one. Okay, again, let me say that 1 is a squared and b squared is sine of square of x. I have a minus and then I have a plus. So it's a difference of squares, or it's a difference of the binomial in this case. So I'm going exactly to this situation here. So let me do the following one. So this one will be, if I use this property, 1 minus sine of x squared over cosine square of x. So I came to this one. Remember, I'm always keeping an eye on 1 plus sine of x, 1 minus sine of x, 1 plus sine of x. So I have it this way. So what I'm going to do now, remember that the cosine square of x, if I have, let me do it in this way. Sine square of x plus cosine square of x is equals to 1. That's the Pythagorean theorem or identity. So if I have cosine square of x is equals to 1 minus sine square of x. So I'm going to change this one to, let me go over to 1 minus sine of x squared over 1 minus sine square of x. Okay. I can see this one as a difference of squares because I have 1 to the second power, sine to the second power, so I can factorize this denominator as 1 minus sine of x to the second power over 1 minus sine of x, 1 plus sine of x. Then we can see that we can cancel out this 1 minus sine with one of the numerator ones. So my solution is going to be 1 minus sine of x over 1 plus sine of x. I can say in this case that the left side, I'm going to write it here, the left side is identical to the right side. Thus, we have verified the given identity. And we're done with the problem. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section.